What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy KJT. What's going on, y'all? Let's go, man. How y'all been, man? Y'all put in the comments how y'all been, man. Hope y'all like my other video. I made it a little while ago, but this is me now. I don't even know how long ago I made it. Probably like 3 months ago. But yeah, y'all don't kill me like that. But anyway, today I really want to take a moment to just say, if y'all are still here, thank y'all so much, man. I've been going through a ton just with weight loss, with school, with work, with everything, man. It's been a lot. Been a lot of struggles, more so than actually success. So it's been a lot of struggles, but I'm still working through it. But I figured out a good schedule, so I'm gonna try it to see how it goes. But yeah, y'all try not to go too hard on me. Anyway, today, I'm gonna talk to you guys about college, stuff that's true and stuff that's not so true about college in the military. Before I do get started, start what you're doing. Like if you're new to the channel, subscribe, comment below what you want to see next. But I do got this video and I got what it actually takes to start college next. But this is just actually like what's real, what's fake, what's true and what's not true. So recently, I would say about October 2024, I finally started college. It took me like almost 2 years to start. Just a lot of procrastination with my life, with my job, just with a lot of stuff going on. And as y'all know, I really want a commission, and I still couldn't get over the fact that I had to commission by taking a test, and me taking a test was just like, nah, I ain't taking one. By the way, if you guys want a commission, if you want to be a medical officer, there's a test, but there's also a test for literally everything else, which I can explain in another video. But yeah, so I decided to just like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna just do college, see how it goes, take the test. Hopefully, I get the exact score so I can commission. So we'll see, guys. Y'all keep praying for me. I'm a Christian, so y'all let me know. Um, just write a little prayer, write a little something down in the comments for me as I'm going on this journey. I actually just completed my fourth class Sunday. Yeah. So I started my new class Monday, so I haven't done much, but I'll do something today. Anyway, one truth is you can start college in the military. So that's actually true. So you can. But the false thing is you can't just join and then go to straight to college. It doesn't really work like that. So here is the truth about how it actually works. Obviously, before I do preface, this is obviously always based on job, what you do. This is also based on your leadership as well. So it's like a little bit of both. See, like let's just take me for an example. I'm medical. So for medical, if you really want to start college, majority of the time from what I've seen and from what I do, to even start college, you got to go through basic training, right? Go through your tech school, so learn your job. And then after that, some people's job have CDC, some people don't. But for strictly medical, for people that do have CDCs, which is basically like your job training, that'll like kind of teach you your job more in depth when you take a test on it. That right there takes priority. That and also your OJT, your on the job training, which you got to do like all your tasks, show your supervisor or coworkers, whoever, however y'all do it. Just about like if you know everything essentially, so you'll knock that out. Cool. After you do that, if you're performing well in your job, you've learned your job, I would highly recommend start college. I would really recommend you learn your job first. Learn your job first, because it's going to be so hard to convince your supervisor if you don't know your job. So I would say know your job first before you start. So once you know your job, I would then suggest going and talking to your supervisor first. Be like, hey, I'm interested in starting college. What I need to do. So most likely, what at least a good supervisor would do, if I was a supervisor, what I would do is I would be like, okay, you want to start college? Cool. Let me see what you've been doing. Make sure like all the requirements are done. Make sure the guy or girl knows their job and everything. And I would send them to the education center. So the education center on base. So I would go to an education center on your local base. I would talk to them. So they're like people that literally specialize in education. And I would literally go through, what is your goal? Are you trying to get a bachelor's? Are you trying to do a CCAF for the Air Force? What are you trying to do? But in our case, we're trying to commission. So anyway, so to get commission, you got to have at least a bachelor's degree, and you got to take, well, at least for medical, you got to take a test called a GRE. Jerry. So, but the first thing is college. You have no college. Let's say you just have no college. So, oh, shoot, yeah, with no college. So with no college, pretty much you'll go to the education center. This is what I did, by the way. I went to the education center, got like a brief. It took like maybe an hour, and they had like a college show up, actually looking for students to do their classes, which I did not end up doing. I actually went to the school that my supervisor told me about, which I'll talk about more in my next video. So you'll go to your education office, you'll do like a little brief, you'll go there, schedule like a little brief, and then you'll come back again. So once you go back again, that's when you will like just listen to the briefing, take notes, if you got questions, and basically you'll go through something called AFVEC, which also stands for Air Force Virtual Education Center. So they'll basically teach you about that, which is kind of like your virtual education, what teaches you your grades, your community college, Air Force CCAF stuff. It'll go over like your credits with that. It'll go over a lot of stuff, but necessarily you won't really have much. You won't really have much until you start. So yeah, so that's pretty much the process of starting college. So if you want to go through that process, if you need help, you need assistance, I'm more than happy to help y'all. Just comment down below if y'all are planning on joining the Air Force, or already in the Air Force. I could, I could be your guidance. I could be your mentor to show you like what to do. I can't sign off stuff off. I'm still a senior airman E4, so, but I can really help you guys out. I can really help you guys out, give you all just do it. Stuff. Another thing from what I've seen is people think you just go to college and just fail. So you have to have at least a 2.5 GPA, which they'll go over in like the briefing over at Education Center. You gotta maintain a 2.5, which is basically just get over a C. Essentially, from what I got from it, is just get over a C. So you really need a C or high or better. And right now, I did get actually in one of my last classes. I actually did get a C, probably my lowest grade I ever had in my life. And it kind of like woke me up, like, dang, I could almost pay back that class. So essentially, if you fail a class, you have to pay it back. So you definitely don't want to pay it back. You hear me? I never personally never pay a class back, but I do not want to, especially how expensive it is, because it ranges from some colleges like $650. My college is $1,000. But when you also are doing that, I'll give y'all one tip. So one, I'll go over in my next video too, but I highly, highly recommend, like, I'm not even joking, I highly recommend you get your CCAF first, then apply those credits to a bachelor's degree program of a college of your choice. I would start off doing the community college of the Air Force. I would start doing that first because you can apply through a program called AUABC, which I wish I did so long. I wish I did that, but I didn't. But it's fine. Everybody got their journey. Another myth or whatever that people think is you already have college credits during tech school. That is true. Actually, yeah, that is 1,000% true. Honestly, because I'm going to tell y'all this. So, like, I would really pay attention, like in tech school, don't fail, just pass all your classes, especially if it's short, or definitely if it's long. I would definitely pay attention. I would try my best to learn all the stuff, pass it, because, you could use it for college, especially if you plan on going. And so with the community college or the Air Force, what they do is they'll take all the stuff you did in tech school and apply it to your CCAF, or they'll apply it to your bachelor's. I got mine applied to my bachelor's. And basically for me personally, it turned out to be like 26 credits. And mind you, my tech school was only like 2 months? My tech school was 2 months. So like in 26 transfer credit, which is a lot. So I started so 126. And so one tip that I was gonna give y'all, and I'll close out the video. Once you finish your like ABC program, whatever it is, AB program, I would highly recommend picking a college that is fast track. Because what I've noticed is with some people's college, it's like 12 weeks. I'm like, who would want to take that? My class is 8 weeks. But if that's what you want to do, and you want to just, okay, I want to just do everything, I want to, I don't want no shortcuts, I would, yeah, just do 12 weeks. But I highly recommend looking for a fast track class after that. Yeah, because that's kind of what I did. I was like, I just want to, get through as fast as I can. But also, you want to take your time too as well, especially with like, be careful with your life, your workload at work, and then at school, and then probably at home too. I know some of y'all got kids, so, be careful with taking a lot of college at once. I know people say like, oh, just get it knocked out. A lot of stuff I hear all the time, but take your time, don't overdo it. some people got a lot of stuff going on. So that's all right now. I only take one class at a time for now. But I know it's gonna change eventually. Eventually, it's gonna change. But for now, one works best for me. Two might work. Shoot, five might work. I've heard this. I heard somebody, one person from my base, they take like 5 classes at once to try to commission, just to get up out of here of enlisted. I mean, so yeah. I would just recommend just doing what works best for you. I would highly recommend 1 to 2, but I would not do more than that. But just I would stay at 1 to 2 for now because you got a full thing, but you got a full-time job, you got your work stuff still, you probably got a life at home and stuff like that. So yeah, you don't want it to consume you. Like I forget I'm in college. I'm like, oh, let me do this something before Sunday. But yeah, so if you guys are interested in college or have more questions, concerns, anything, just drop them down in the comment section below. Okay, so that's gonna do it for this video. I pretty much hit everything I wanted to hit. Next, I'm probably gonna go over just how to like start college, which I did some of it, but I'll do all of it, like how to actually start college. Go in a little bit of a depth. Coming, make that video soon. It's coming. So yeah, so if y'all new to the channel, subscribe. This is gonna be my military life tips, tricks, my life slash what happened, my experience, my everything. These are all just my opinions. I don't want to offend any higher ranked people in the military as well. People that are over me, anybody that's over E4, and y'all learn too for the people that are not. Like, you don't want to offend anybody, so I try to keep the information just like stuff that I experienced. So, but yeah, y'all let me know in the comment section what other video would y'all like. I got some good videos coming in the future. Y'all let me know, man. I'm happy to be back, ready to get back consistent. Probably gonna try to post 1 or 2 times a week. So yeah, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching, man. It's your boy King JT, and I'm out. Peace.